116 times Fitchburg and Leominster have done battle on the gridiron, and just one game separates them. And today, of course, from Crocker Field, live on Fitchburg Access Television, the 117th meeting between the Leominster High School Blue Devils and the Fitchburg Red Raiders. Good morning, everybody, and happy Thanksgiving. I'm Dave Svens, along with my partner, Luke Conry, and welcome to Crocker Field. And Luke, this is, we've been here for a couple hours, and we see the preparations, and this is a magical day. It really is.
It really is, and it looks like we're going to be free of any inclement weather, although it is a little windy and a little cold, but it's just a great day for high school football. And we're looking at a very special team here in Fitchburg High with the chance of being the first undefeated untied team since 1933.
1933, and of course the last undefeated team with ties was my class, and we had a couple of ties against Gardner and Nashua. But we're set for a very exciting day here at Crocker Field, and I believe we are going to have the national anthem, and I believe it's Renee Gogan. I'm not sure if that's going to happen right now. She's out in the center of the field. You can see her on the left side of the screen there. Crowd continuing to file into Crocker Field.
I know we're going to go down to the field for a minute. We probably could do that before they play the national anthem. Why don't we go down to Todd Robbins?
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Robbins, the voice of the Blue Devils, down here on the Raiders sideline. I'll bring you all the injury updates as it goes along with any other sideline information. I want to start off with a little information on the Blue Devils that most people do not know. Jim Malone was injured earlier this week in practice on Monday doing a tackling drill, injured the pinky finger on his throwing hand. He is okay. It will be heavily taped for today's game. He will start and play as normal. That'll do it. Back upstairs to you guys.
All right, thanks a lot. That was a pretty nice little handoff down there. And,
all right.
We're just about getting ready for the playing of our national anthem. They're going over the starting lineups for today's game. This is probably going to start very quickly. So, Dave, let's talk just a little bit about what we can expect today. For those that didn't watch the pregame show, we've got a Leominster High School offense that runs.
There we go.
There you go.
Hey.
Leominster High School offense that runs a two-quarterback type of offense.
That's amazing.
They alternate on every play. And the contrast is Fitchburg High has a quarterback that runs to the sidelines on every play. So if being fresh at the quarterback position is an advantage, and Leominster would have that advantage there, but I believe that the Fitchburg High School quarterback is probably the finest quarterback in Central Mass and one of the top quarterbacks in the state, quite frankly.
Well, I'll tell you, what we've talked about all year is the fact that Fitchburg is so well conditioned. They work in the off season. They have a weightlifting program, and they just wear people down. And even if you get a score or two on them early in the game, just wait a little while, and when the third and fourth quarter comes around, the Red Raiders are still fresh, despite Jason Toomley's running back and forth.
Right. Well, we saw that conditioning, especially in the St. John's game.
Exactly.
Where St. John's jumped out to a quick 10-0 lead, but the pounding and the physical way that Fitchburg High plays just tires opponents out. And when we get into the third quarter and late into the game, Fitchburg High seems to be in much better conditioned team than anybody else they've played this year.
But, of course, Leominster, as we alluded to in our pregame show, Leominster, in my mind, has always, when they've been the underdog, there have been occasions where they've come from behind and upset Fitchburg on Thanksgiving Day. I haven't seen Fitchburg do that. So we'll see. Here come the Red Raiders. James Alexander, B.J. Fitz.
If we 64 is Marcus Di Natale. Some of the names, 20 is McDonald. This game is being broadcast into Leominster, and they're not familiar with a lot of these numbers, as we're not familiar with a lot of the Leominster numbers. Number 5 is Tim Keenan. This 16, Jason Toomley. Ernie King, 61. Here they come, 10-0.
And now we're going to have the national anthem being sung by Renee Gogan right down there on the 40-yard line. Renee Gogan with the national anthem. Great job. I always, when they shoot the flag, and of course in the building in the background is the old George F. Hoffman School. First and second grade for me there.
Yeah.
Emily Briggs, first grade. Marion Leonard, second.
And look at the product that they produced. Yeah, this is I mean, like we said, a little bit of wind, a little nippy, but just a spectacular day. Pretty good crowd, given the cold temperatures. But both teams are at midfield. They're going to have the coin toss. The Fitchburg Tri-Captains, Toomley, Roy, and McDonald.
This is traditionally a late arriving crowd anyway. You know, people have their little places to go beforehand, and all of a sudden, oh, it's 10 o'clock. Let's go out to the Crocker Field.
Now you'll notice we have 5 officials today.
Yeah.
Normally we have 4, but there are 5 today, so there'll be a back judge. Got that information from Dave LeBlanc, an official on this board. And Larry Fletcher, of course, was out there. And looks like Leominster has won the toss. They have, and they're going to receive.
All right, so Fitchburg doesn't have to defer.
No. So the Blue Devils are going to get the ball first on offense as they won the toss, and the two teams shake hands as captains, and now they get right around each other. Let's hope they just bounce right back to where they belong on the other side of the field. And Fitchburg comes back on this side because you know what can happen there.
It's a little early for that.
Well, you never know. You see some of those Florida State games.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a brawl. But so Ryan Logan will get the, if he's healthy, will probably kick off. If not him, Jim Alexander. I'm looking to see if Logan is out there. It's amazing. We say it every year, but you know, it's the 117th meeting and one game separates them. It's just an amazing statistic.
Yep.
And there have been years, especially Leominster in the 70s and 80s, you know, they won, what, 19 out of 20 or whatever it was. And there were some years early on where Fitchburg won several games in a row. But to
15, as a matter of fact.
Is that what it is,
Yeah.
15? But to go 117 times playing a team and only be separated by one game is unbelievable.
Yeah, Fitchburg has won 54, Leominster 53, and there have been 9 ties, which probably won't happen again as far as the ties are concerned with a tiebreaker.
Jason Toomley is going to take the ball from the referee and tee it up. So Toomley will get things started for the Red Raiders. Back deep for Leominster is number 32. That's Brandon Allardyce.
Or is it Eddie Sanchez? We got 2 number 32s.
Yeah, I believe it's Eddie
probably
Sanchez. I think it's Eddie Sanchez. And to bring you the kickoff and all the first period action here is my pal Dave Svens.
Luke Connery, thank you very much. And we're set to go, and the 117th meeting between Fitchburg and Leominster is underway. Gets by one of the up men, and it is finally picked up, I believe, by Sanchez, and he is brought down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, he was tough to bring down as that kick bounced over one Leominster player, and Sanchez picked it up, got hit a couple of times, and then was finally brought down at the Leominster 10-yard, actually the 13-yard line, and they'll take over there. 1st and 10 underway here at Crocker Field.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils, and again, they operate under alternating quarterback system.
It's a long run back to that sidelines from that huddle.
Joe Henry will be the first quarterback to run a play here. First offensive play of the ball game. Live from Crocker Field on Fitchburg Access Television. Dave Svens along with Luke Connery. And the pitch coming around to the right side. And getting a couple of yards on the play. I believe that was John Henry.
Kevin Lecqui at number 20 carried the ball, yeah.
Okay. You think they could have made the print a little bit smaller?
I know, these programs are very, very small.
And now Malone is the quarterback as they alternate plays. And goes Lequier, and he's got a first down.
Good running room and a good play by Lequier, nothing fancy. Malone comes in for the second play, hands it off to him, and he goes over the left side and makes a couple of little moves, and almost a 10-yard pickup for the Blue Devils. They got the first down of the game. Here comes the replay on that one.
Maybe. Yeah, here we go. Now Henry is back at quarterback. And there's a fumble. Fitchburg's got it.
That's number 63. That's Steve Morella in on the fumble recovery for the Red Raiders. So right off the bat, a turnover for the Blue Devils, and deep in their territory.
30-yard line. As there was a miscue on the handoff, and Fitchburg picks it up. So 1st and 10 for the Raiders. First turnover in the ball game. Jason Toomley, the quarterback. Cole and McDonald in the backfield. It goes to Cole. Cole gets a couple of yards down to about the 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
The defense for Leominster has been a bright spot for them this year. They have played well defensively, and that was a nice play right there. Only about a 2-yard pickup for Cole. 2nd and 8.
All right, Red Raiders. Toomley. Pitch goes to McDonald. Right side. Breaks one tackle. Gets down to the 25 and about to the 23-yard line. Yeah, it'll bring up a 3rd down and about 3. Let's see where they mark the football.
Actually, McDonald ran into his own man, his own offensive lineman, that slowed him up. Looked like he had a hole. I think we might see this again. And you'll see McDonald just go right into the back of his own man right there. Kind of pushed him off the play, but he still got good yardage.
3rd down. McDonald again, this time on the left side. Cuts back in, and nice defensive play by the Blue Devils brings him down around 25 or so.
Sorry about that, Dave. That was a nice play by the quarterback, and now who's playing linebacker or defensive back, number 12, Jim Malone. He tripped McDonald up. And it's going to bring up a
4th and 5.
4th and 5.
Raiders, given this field position, are going to go for it.
Little jiggling there.
Oh, yeah. It goes to Cole inside, and he is going to be stopped by the Blue Devil defense, and Leominster takes over on downs.
Looks
so
like
the turnover doesn't, Red Raiders unable to cash in on it, and it's 1st and 10 for Leominster.
Looked like Cole tripped up a little bit there, too, after he got the handoff from Jason Toomley. But the Blue Devils and their defense played tough there, held the Red Raiders, something not a whole lot of teams have done this year. And they're off to a good start defensively. See if they can capitalize on that no points off the turnover.
All right, Malone, the quarterback on this play. And it goes to Leckweir. He cuts back in, gets up to the 30-yard line. Nice gain. And it'll be 2nd down and 5 for Leominster. About 8.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. It's tough to read the scoreboard here in the daytime. Sun shining right on it. We do know there's no score. 2nd and 5. Handoff inside, and it's 1st down for Leominster.
Well, Leominster has come to play here, albeit there was one turnover that they had on their first series. They've played well both offensively and defensively here, and are controlling that line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball right now early.
So it'll be 1st and 10. While on the 37.5. Inside handoff, and
nice play by Frank McDonald.
Yeah. Alex Algarin, the ball carrier. Got a 1.5 yards, maybe 2. And it'll be 2nd down. We have a heater up here, but it's not close enough.
No, no. I think we can probably, I'll sneak back there if something's going on. I can move a little closer to us.
2nd down. And Leckweir is brought down.
Timmy Roy, great play. Wrapping up a great career here on Thanksgiving. One of the captains of this team, and one of the long list of Roys that have played football here at Fitchburg High.
Yeah. That's another thing about this great game. I mean, you can pick up a program from 40 years ago, and a lot of the same names.
Yeah. You got Timmy Keenan playing, number 5. He's a long list of Keenan brothers that's going to graduate this year, so these names will be missed.
3rd down. Pitch to Leckweir, trying to get around the right side, cuts back in. He's got some yardage, and he's going to be short of the 1st down by, appears to be a couple.
I think they're going to mark it about the 46-yard line. He's going to be 2 yards short. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Dobzinski does here. Leominster, of course, nothing to lose. This is their last game of the year. I think they might go for it, to tell you the truth. Fitchburg, of course, with a Super Bowl next week and an undefeated, untied season, they really want this.
Yeah.
They may not gamble quite as much. Leominster, on the other hand, don't be surprised if they go for it here. And they are going for it, David.
Absolutely. Fourth and 2, 1st down. Into Fitchburg territory for the first time for the Blue Devils. Down to about the 46-yard line. So the Blue Devils looking very sharp here in the opening quarter of play. A couple of birthdays we'd like to mention.
Yeah.
Antonio Maldarella turned 95 on Veterans Day.
No kidding.
Yep, big high school football fan, lives in Fitchburg. Happy birthday to Antonio. 1st and 10. Laquia is hit and brought down before he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and there's a loose football, and Fitchburg has it.
Yeah, Marcus DiNatale caused that fumble. He was the first one to hit the Leominster running back, but I don't know who picked it up, but that was caused by DiNatale.
Wow. So the second Blue Devil turnover.
Good boy.
And here comes Fitchburg. 1st and 10, just over their own 45-yard line. Jason Chumley, the quarterback, Norman Cole and Frank McDonald in the backfield. It goes to Cole. Cole is over the 50-yard line down to the 45, close to a first down. It appears he's going to be just shy.
Nice move by, nice run, I should say, and moves by Norman Cole as Fitchburg picks up their second turnover of the morning and finds themselves in Leominster territory with a second down and less than a yard.
Fitchburg's calling a timeout. As long as we're mentioning birthdays, Tim Belleville.
Yes, Timmy,
16 today.
He's out here helping us today.
So happy birthday to Tim Belleville, and also, of course, to Antonio Maldarella. Did you go out and about last night? Or,
No? No, I was taping the show with you.
Oh, yeah, well,
You went afterwards. No,
I fell in love only twice.
Really?
It's you know you're getting older when you...
No, I'm sewing an Afghan, so I went home and worked on that.
Second down and a yard to go. And straight ahead, first down. Toomley on the keeper, gets it down to the 41-yard line or so, and it's a first down.
Ted Reed. Ted Reed. No, I got into Afghans some time ago.
Good.
Yeah, before I was released, and I just carried it over.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
1st and 10, 42-yard line. No score in the opening quarter of play, the 117th meeting between Fitchburg and Leominster. It goes to Frank McDonald down to the 40. Loose football.
They should say that ball, they're going to give it to Leominster.
Leominster's got it. So fumbleitis here in the first quarter. 2 for Leominster, now 1 for Fitchburg.
Jack Reed made the recovery for the Blue Devils. And I was on the field before the game, in the portion of the field where the dirt is, it's very, very hard.
Yeah.
And then where the grass is, it's loosened up. It's pretty soft. So Coach Dobzinski and I were talking about what should we wear, spikes or sneakers. It looks like you got about a 50-50 split out there.
Yep. 1st and 10 for Leominster, 39-yard line, their own 39. No score, opening quarter, pitch comes to Lequier. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and brought down.
Another nice play by Steve Morella for the Raiders. Lequier's got some good speed.
So it'll be second down, and they're calling it 11. 3 minutes and about 3.5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter of play.
Lequier 5'8", 150, and a speed merchant.
Still with the football and being brought down behind the line of scrimmage is Malone.
Tom Foote, the first one in on the tackle there, number 9 for Fitchburg. As the Fitchburg defense starts to tighten up a little bit here, as we're down right at the 3-minute mark remaining here in the first period. No score. We're at Crocker Field.
Good crowd on hand, and of course the slope on the River Street end of the field. People, fans there It's the one edge Doyle Field has over Crocker Field is the 2 end zones are sloped. It's much better standing room. Third down, 11. Back to pass. Fires out to the right. It is incomplete. Pass intended.
Nate
Gourmet.
Yep.
And a little bit too high. Went through his fingers, and it'll be 4th down. First punt of the game coming up. Sanchez to punt. Good snap. Gets the kick away.
Kind of a shank job.
Yep.
Gets a little bit of a Leominster bounce, though.
And it's going to roll dead on about the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders. No score here in the opening quarter of play as we are approaching the 2-minute mark remaining in this first quarter. Special thanks to following members of Fitchburg Community Television. Support allows our volunteers to help Fitchburg look at itself today and all year long. Workers Credit Union, annual supporter of our Thanksgiving Day football game, and the Byrne Insurance Agency, offering coverage for all your home, auto, and business, including the new Massachusetts registry services. Our thanks to them. It goes to McDonald, and he didn't fool anybody there. Did not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be, I think, a loss of a couple.
That's the second time he's run right into his offensive line, who are being pushed back off that line of scrimmage. And McDonald not getting any movement forward. Just catches up to that offensive line.
Also, our thanks to Cisco Systems and BigNet, supplier of FATV's internet connection and home of its website, and Home First Mortgage Incorporated at 150 Main Street in Fitchburg. Pitch, McDonald, right side, up over the 40, 45. It's going to be a couple yards short of the first down, but a nice pickup there by Frank McDonald.
Nice pickup, nice pitch by Toomley to McDonald. Always an interesting play, and Fitchburg's worked on it for a couple of years, and the pitch has worked throughout this season, and it just worked on that play.
You heard in the background, Fred Sullivan, 3rd down and 2. I think Fred told us before the game this is the 51st straight game that he's attended on Thanksgiving Day.
No kidding.
Yeah. And there's a 1st down. Toomley, right at midfield. I forget how many. There's 40-something for me. I forget.
Really?
But we ran into, you and I ran into Elio Torcoletti from Leominster. And he saw his first Fitchburg-Leominster game in 1928. Missed one.
Yeah, Uncle Sam wouldn't.
1944.
He said Uncle
Sam
was in
Belgium.
Yeah, he wouldn't fly him home from Belgium.
Goes to Cole. Cole is stood up right at midfield. Virtually no gain.
Very close to the end of the first period here, and Fitchburg is facing a 2nd and 10, and that's going to end the first quarter.
So, after 12 minutes of play, I guess we didn't mention that, Thanksgiving Day we play 12-minute quarters, and no score, Fitchburg and Leominster. Yeah, I think we mentioned last week, they see the shot of the Hardy folks in the crowd. Hi. What a crew.
Yeah.
I was mentioning you talk about winning streaks and whatever, and back in, I don't know, from 1913 to 25. And of course, earlier they played a couple times a year, but Fitchburg had won something like 15 in a row and had outscored Leominster 400 some odd points to 20 or 21.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just an amazing streak. You gonna make it?
I've had a little cold. And when I coughed, did that go into the mic?
Yes.
No, I shut it off. Maybe I shut the wrong one off. Oh, I did. I shut the wrong mic off. Okay, here we go. Second period action.
All right, here's Luke Connery.
Okay, and here goes Frank McDonald around the right side. Again, little or no gain as the Leominster defense is playing tough here. Going in now to the second period. Been a very, very interesting game so far as I think what a lot of people expected. And I don't think it was this, especially if you're a red and gray fan. And Leominster has come to play and has played well. So it's third and let's say a long 9. Cole and McDonald in the backfield. Keenan's wide to the left here, bottom of your screen. And there's a fumble on the play, and
wow.
Toomley gets back on it, but it's another fumble, and Leominster recovers.
4 fumbles already, and 2 for each side, and all 4 fumbles have been recovered by the other side.
So 45, Jim Giadoni picks up the loose ball, and Leominster is going to take over 1st and 10 right at midfield.
Must be the cold weather. Obviously, this is we've been doing all night games, but the weather has been just fine, and this is definitely the coldest, particularly with that wind blowing. Wind chill factor down. They said it was going to be in the single digits.
This is Malone at quarterback for the Blue Devils. Back to throw. Got a man open.
Intercepted.
Intercepted by Timmy Keenan. Down the left side. Keenan a little bit of running room. Gets it into Blue Devil territory. And another turnover. Turnover number 5 now as Timmy Keenan picks the pass off from Malone. Gets it into Leominster territory. They're going to mark it right at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 Red Raiders.
I got to tell you, as soon as he dropped back and I just looked to the right, looked at the coverage, who was out there, and I said it's got to be intercepted.
For just a moment, though, David, it looked like he had the guy.
Yeah.
But for a high school kid to throw it almost across the field that far or that accurately, yeah, you're right. This Keenan's interception right there down the left side.
There we saw it.
Now we're back live here. This is Cole. Cole gets a little bit of running room. Gets a couple on the play. And it's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Raiders.
Little interaction there between Pat Moran of Leominster and Jason Toomley. Moran continued to try to tackle Toomley long after the handoff. Couple of words.
Got to knock it off or we'll take his monument down. Here's McDonald around the left side. A little bit of running room. Finally driven out of bounds there by number 30, Adam Mesa or Craig Lemire. We don't know. There's 2 30s on their roster, so difficult to tell who made that stop. Apologize for that.
What's a guy by the name of Pat Moran doing in Leominster?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Of course, referring to the Pat Moran monument up in West Fitchburg.
Yeah. Manager of the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah.
Won the World Series in that Black Sox scandal.
Yeah. I think he had a little action on it. Here we go. 3rd and maybe a yard. Toomley calling signals. He keeps it himself. Plows across the 30-yard line. Down close to the 28. It'll be a 1st down for Fitchburg. So far it's been the fumble.
Yep.
The fumble day instead of turkey day. Jason Toomley, senior quarterback. Cole and McDonald. This is going to be McDonald right up the middle. Got some good yardage. Pickup of maybe 7 on the play. The 2 quarterbacks in on that stop.
Yep.
Henry and Malone.
The 3rd man in the booth today, Doug Mayer, my classmate, longtime friend, doing stats for us.
Right.
Flying in from Utah, and boy,
Salt Lake City.
are his arms tired.
Boy, he looks tired,
Boom,
too.
boom.
Yeah. Okay, second down. Let's call it 3. This is Cole right up the middle. Gets it across the 20. Oh, they're going to mark it. It looks like Larry Fletcher's got his foot right on the 20, but just inside. Make it the 19-yard line. Very close to a first down. Could have a measurement here. Yeah, they're going to measure it.
If you just joined us, number one, where you been? And number two,
really.
8 minutes to go here in the first half. No score. It's been give and take. Most of the action between the 30-yard lines, although now Fitchburg is down inside the 20, but fumbles have been the story of this game. 4 fumbles, 2 for each side, both recovered by the other side, and of course Fitchburg intercepting a pass, and that has resulted in their current possession, and it's short.
And it's short by about a half a yard, it looks like, or 2 feet. And third down. Freddie Sullivan is
Getting a little testy.
Yelling at the crowd. Get on the sidelines. This is Cole. Cole's got the first down as he gets down to about the 16-yard line. So it's a first down for the Raiders as they march towards pay dirt here at the right at the beginning of the second quarter, 8:29 remaining. Ball's being spotted at 17.5-yard line. Okay. First down. Keenan comes out wide to the left. Davenport wide right. Cole and McDonald in the backfield. Toomey calling signals. Handoff is to no one. Back to pass, throws it across the middle to intended for Cole. And incomplete. Malone in on the play for the Blue Devils.
It's got to be the cold that, the wind and the cold. It's the fumbles and the missed passes. Missed pass, I should say.
Yeah. So let's see what the Raiders can do on second down. It's 2nd and 10, again from the 17.5-yard line. Back to throw once again is Toomey. Again trying to go across the middle. Incomplete, short, intended for number 2, Jim Alexander. Broken up by Joe Henry, number 1.
That steeple looks pretty good in the daytime, too.
Yeah.
Where are you doing Turkey Day today? Are you
we'll be going up to, I don't know if it's Westminster or Ashburnham, but, family deal.
Yep.
Family deal. Toomey pitches back to McDonald around the left side. He's got a little bit of an opening. Down close to the 5, cuts back inside. Not out of bounds. Touchdown. Frank McDonald. They couldn't bring him down. And Frank McDonald rumbles about 17.5 yards. We'll see the replay here. You'll see some nice dancing by McDonald.
How many times have we seen that this year? Here we go.
Here he comes.
Right at us. Get out of the way.
Just another terrific Frank McDonald run, so what else is new? Ryan Logan, number 13, in for the point after.
We haven't seen him for a game or two. Nursing an injury.
Very strong foot. High snap. And it's good. That wasn't the prettiest thing I've ever seen, but it got the job done.
Wow. So there you see it. With 7 minutes, 38 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Red Raiders draw first blood. And they lead by a score of 7-0.
Look at him go. Hey, man.
Never get tired of hearing that.
Yeah.
So the Raiders will be kicking off for the second time in the game. Of course, Leominster won the toss and elected to receive. And now, of course, Fitchburg scoring the touchdown. They will kick off from the 40-yard line.
So although it looks like it's a perfect day, I've got to say that the wind and the cold have made a bit of a difference
sure.
here. And we notice it in the passing game, noticed it in the fumbles, and I think we noticed a little bit on that kick just now. That ball is just not conducive to moving other than in someone's stomach.
Loose football, it goes out of bounds. Wow.
Fitchburg had a golden opportunity there, but the ball squirted out of bounds. Ryan Davenport had a chance to recover that football, but couldn't pick it up, and Leominster is going to take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line. So what do we got on tap for halftime? We're going to have our friend Todd down on the field grabbing John Dubzinski.
I'm not sure.
I think so. And then we're going to try to get a hold of Fred Healy. And then we're going to, as Henry hands off, right up the middle to number 20, Lequier. And he picks up about 4 on the play. Going to be a 2nd and 6 for Leominster, as we're at about the 7-minute mark here remaining in the second period. Ball being spotted right at the 35-yard line of Leominster. This is Malone now calling the signals. Keeps it himself. Gets racked up, picks up a couple. Be 3rd and about 3. Let's see where they spot it. Now we'll make it 3rd and 2, a long 2.
You know what I miss is the Frisbee chasing dog.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to him. He was under just a 2-year contract.
I guess.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
Yep. Of course, it'd be tough today with the wind.
Yeah. Joe Henry calling the signals now. Really got to be on your toes when you call this game. There's the handoff with no gain. Well, maybe pick up about a yard on the play. Alex Algarin. Stopped by Marcus Di Natale and number 66, Timmy Roy. And they're going to measure this one. Looks like it's a little bit short, but they'll take a look at it. 5:58 remaining in the second period. Fitchburg on top by a score of 7-0. We're at a windy and cold Crocker Field here for the 2000 Turkey Day Classic, and they're a good yard, about a yard short, it looks like.
117th meeting.
Yes.
Seeing the telegram the other day, they had the 59th, because they go by this.
Know.
Yeah, this,
you just want to choke.
Thanksgiving.
Oh, I know. That's just sour grapes. That's like that. Ken Powers do that?
I don't know.
Probably. In between.
We had something
in between
behind
lunches. Leominster is in formation to kick, and I guess they are. Keenan going down the right side. There's a flag on the play. And he stopped, and he's hit hard right there. Number 45, James Giadoni. But there is a flag down. See what the call is.
There's always been a Giadoni on Leominster,
a holding call on Fitchburg.
Wow.
So that'll back it up from the spot of the foul.
7-0 the score. Fitchburg on top. Is that about 5? Is that 5:40 remaining?
Yeah. So they're going to back it up all the way to the very close to the 20-yard line, the Fitchburg High 20. And that's where the Raiders will take over. 80 yards to pay dirt. 5:40 remaining in the second period. The Raiders on top by a score of 7-0. And I have to say, a very, very nice crowd. Very
yes.
Toomley gives it to McDonald, goes over the right side, picks up maybe 5 on the play. Second and 5. Ken Norton in on the stop, 54 for the Blue Devils. Keenan out wide to the left. Cole and McDonald behind Toomley. Another fumble picked right up by McDonald. It keeps going forward and across the 35-yard line, and enough for a first down.
What could have been disaster that deep in your own territory, and he just picks it right up.
I think we're going to see this again. It comes right back up into his arm. Boom.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
No problem. And Toomley comes across to the line of scrimmage and calls a timeout. So like we were saying, at halftime, we got a couple of bands.
Yep.
As they formulate. We got, I think we got a couple of interviews coming up.
Okay.
What else we got? Maybe somebody would be kind enough to bring us a hot chocolate.
Or a hot something.
Yeah, really, or a hot toddy.
4:28 remaining here in the first half. You see Fitchburg leading Leominster 7-0.
First and 10, ball on the 30 or 29-yard line. This is McDonald going over the right side and backing over the 40-yard line up to about the 41 is McDonald. Pickup of 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4. Plenty of time remaining. We just got over 4 minutes to go here, and Fitchburg would love to put another one on the board before halftime, and then they're going to get the ball at the beginning of the second half. So. Let's see what Paul DiGeronimo and Ray Cosenza have in store for the Fitchburg High offense. Toomley back to throw once again. Looking for Keenan, not available. Falls out of bounds at the 46 or 47-yard line. Depending on the spot, we'll have to see if it's a first down.
Actually, he sort of ran up the back of Norman Cole.
And it's going to be a first down for Fitchburg. Toomley went out to the left there. He was looking for Keenan down the same side of the field, but well covered by Leominster, and decided to keep it himself and picked up the first down. Keenan and Davenport a split. Toomley keeps it himself, cross midfield up to the 45-yard line of Leominster. About an 8-yard pickup for the senior quarterback. Jack Reed made the stop for the Blue Devils, number 50. He's made several here this afternoon.
Jason Toomley really fits right into the lyrics of Mr. Touchdown. He can run and kick and throw. He does it all.
He does. He's had a great career here that all began right during a Thanksgiving Day game.
Down at Doyle Field, freshman.
Here's McDonald. He's got some running room. There goes Frank McDonald. I don't know if they'll be able to stop him. And a shoestring tackle by Henry, plus a flag being thrown on a late hit.
Once again, another nice run, super run by Frank McDonald. Now let's see what the...
It's a late hit.
Yeah. It'll be half the distance.
Unfortunately,
you may not make it through the game.
little sore throat here. Everything else, stuffy nose, head cold.
But you're here.
Yeah, and I guess I shouldn't have worn shorts.
Well, it's 1st and goal for the Raiders from about the 6-yard line.
Yeah. Jason Toomley calling signals for the Raiders. This is McDonald again inside the 5 down to about the 3.
Some guy in the back of the press box who's been standing next to that heater.
I know, and doing nothing.
Yeah.
Keeping warm. Must be a technician. Okay, 2nd and goal. Toomley. Back to Frank McDonald again. Nice tackle.
Excellent. Sanchez.
Nice tackle by Sanchez, number 32. In the backfield, a loss of about a yard on the play.
Wind picking up again. The flag is just straight out.
Yeah, the wind is a factor here today, no question. But it's a 3rd down and 4 for Fitchburg. As time is winding down, we're under 2 minutes now in the second period. And he's telling, yeah, I knew this was going to happen. There's been some coaches out on the field, and now they're going to go over and tell them to move back. This is the coaching staff, and you can see the officials over talking to them. They were way out into the field, and he tried to just signal them back, the referee, from
Be too many men on the field.
yeah. Coach Dobzinski, not a happy camper. And he's right in the thick of the game, and looks like he's got an opportunity here, and he's coaching.
Yep. In the trenches.
Coach Young also on the field. Here's Toomley calling signals. The pitch is to McDonald, and he gets maybe a yard or so, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and goal.
You're going to see Ryan Logan, maybe?
I don't think so.
No?
It's going to be 4th and 2.
They're going to call a timeout, Fitchburg is.
And they got Logan's going to go up there to talk about it.
Minute and a half to go here in the first half of play. Fitchburg leading 7-0. And, of course, knocking on the door here, but it is a 4th down, and they're talking about what they're going to do. Go for the TD or maybe a field goal.
I don't know. What do you think?
I tend to agree with you.
I think you got to go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah. I think you got to go for it. There's too many things can happen when you, well, I think you got to set the tone here. You're in my house.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we get a shot of. I'm just standing here looking, and of course we do all night games, so you don't see a lot of this. But just the panorama from, not the field, but just the working class houses up on the left, up on the Arlington streets and Bond streets, and.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, just before I ever went to a game here, we lived up on Bond Street, and I used to hear the cheers on Saturday afternoons. And
yeah.
my sister would come home with confetti all over her. Of course, she hadn't been at the game.
Okay, big play here for the Fitchburg High Red Raiders. Toomley pitches to McDonald. And there's no call, and it's a fumble.
Leominster ball.
It's a fight. Looks like a fumble, and Leominster's recovered. I mean, that's what they're saying.
Well, they're saying Leominster ball.
Right. I don't know if there was a fumble. I can't see it from here.
Because they stopped them.
I think they just stopped them. Boy, they jumped right in there. Look at that. They stopped them on about the 1 foot line. And Leominster's going to take over. So the gamble by Fitchburg, if you want to call it that, did not pay off, although Leominster finds itself in a pretty tough situation here with 1:23 to go. And I'm sure Fitchburg's got a couple of timeouts that they can use. I know they've called at least 2, perhaps 3, or they may have at least 2 or 3 left. It'll be very interesting to see if Leominster can get it out of the end zone. Kept by the quarterback. And now Fitchburg's going to call timeout. So a pickup on the play of about a yard by Malone, I believe, and or 2. So it's going to be a 2nd and 8 at the 2.5. You know, another thing too is if we could get that panoramic view, but also, of course, as with all Thanksgiving days, the different people that you see coming to the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of old timers naturally, but then there's a lot of former athletes that come with their families. And I've just seen a couple of them go by, and it wasn't long ago that they were out here playing.
Right.
And now they're coming in with one in their arms, one in their hand. You know, and their wife is pregnant. so it continues. So let's set it up for you here. It's Leominster has the ball on their own 2-yard line. It's 2nd and 8 with 1:13 remaining in the first half. Again, quarterback keeper. And that was...
and Fitchburg taking another timeout.
And I think they may have one more.
Well, the Red Raiders, this is the big game of the year. There's no question about that. But next Saturday, they'll be down at Worcester State.
Right.
Taking on Springfield Central.
Right. And I believe that it's going to be taped and brought back, and it'll be shown probably later in that day. I don't know what the schedule is going to be. Check in the FATV calendar for that. But Super Bowls and wins over Brocktons and Xaverians and St. John's mean nothing if you don't win this one.
Yep. You see some of the crowd. Leominster High Band coming over to the near side.
Yeah, being booed.
Yeah.
Being booed.
We haven't played a note.
Haven't done nothing wrong. 3rd down for the Blue Devils. And they hand it off to Lequier, and he gets a little bit of running room, and he's still on his feet, and he's going to pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what John Dubzinski wanted, and now he has a 1st down, and he's going to try to get out of Dodge, I think. I don't think he wants to keep it 4 more downs or whatever down here, although he has 50 seconds. Let's just see how he plays it. That was a big play by the Leominster High School offensive line to open up that hole for Lequier.
Yeah, very big play.
1st and 10. And there's movement. I think that's going to be a procedure call against Leominster. I don't know why they start the clock up. I don't know. I guess I just can't figure it out. Di Natale, Morella, Jimmy Alexander. I'm sorry, it wasn't Di Natale on the stop, and that's going to end the first half with the score. The Fitchburg High School Red Raiders 7, and the Leominster High School Blue Devils nothing. And a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, Leominster is playing very, very well. And now you see John Dobzinski down in the middle of the field talking with the referee rather animatedly. He's upset about something and just says, forget it.
Forget it, yeah. Doesn't like the call, and they've had a good first half, the Blue Devils. Now I think we're going to go down to the field, and we're going to talk, how are we going to run this? Brian, where are we going? Down to the sidelines? Okay, right. I guess we're going down to the sidelines, and Todd and Fred Healy.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, Todd Robbins now joined by Fred Healy, president of Workers Credit Union. We've now gotten through the technical difficulties. Fred, happy Thanksgiving. How are you?
Thank you, Todd. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Very cold, but great. Happy Thanksgiving to all of our viewers today at home. It's a great day for a football game.
Now, Fred, you were telling me that you guys have been involved with underwriting Fitchburg Access Television now for 6 years. Tell me a little bit about how you got involved in that.
Well, the executive director of Fitchburg Access Television is Paul Whelan, a good friend of mine. He presented to the credit union an opportunity to support community access television. It's a great, great way for a community-based organization like the Workers Credit Union to support community activity, and to when you recognize all the volunteers of cameramen and technicians and things like that, it really brings to life the volunteerism that's existing in the community today. So it's a great match for the credit union to do it. Most recently, we just underwrote the acquisition of a van out behind the stadium today, and you should see it. It's all retrofitted with state-of-the-art equipment right here in Fitchburg. I think it's wonderful.
Absolutely. Obviously, you guys got involved with that, have been working very hard. The truck, actually, is there any other future plans you guys are working on?
With Fitchburg Access Television? Well, probably Paul wants to go digital with all of the top flight equipment, and he'll probably call me. But Todd, I just wanted to make a quick comment. You're the voice of the Blue Devils.
Yes.
And you're a high school student yourself. Mm-hmm. So it's great to have a nice union with the Leominster community and the Fitchburg community to broadcast today's game. It's a great game.
Well, thank you very much. And now let's get your opinion quickly on the game. It's been a rough first half for the Devils. 7-0. No, I think it's a moral victory. What do you think?
I think it's the first part. The game is only 7-0, and the Fitchburg team has a 10-0 record, and Leominster 7-3. Mm-hmm. But you throw all records out on a day like this, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
And down the Fitchburg scored one touchdown, and Leominster bit a big stop just before the first half. I think the second half is going to be an awesome game.
Alrighty, Fred, just give me my quick thoughts after this first half. It has been a rough half, although from hearing the Devils coaches, they have been very satisfied with the play. A moral victory holding Fitchburg to only 7 points. I believe this year that's been the lowest point total they've been held to in the first half of play. Going to be a very interesting second half. Bring you some more information as it goes. Back upstairs.
As you'll see the Fitchburg High Band come into your purview now, and hoping to get out and listen to them and how they're doing here in the second, just before the second half starts. Normally we have the band mic on the field. I don't know where it is today.
No, it's down.
Is it down there?
No, it's down in the corner.
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, I couldn't see it.
Where's Ken Jones?
He's here.
He's normally running around with that thing.
Yeah. I know. Oh, there's Ken Jones trying to get the wireless fixed. Right down on the bottom right of your screen there. So let's take a listen to the Fitchburg High School Band under the direction of Paul Moore.
wireless is dead too?
Yeah, probably just got so cold.
Yeah. Get it in front of the heater.
It was on the tap. Oh, the air was broken. Is it broken?
Okay, well, here we are back at a windy and cold Crocker Field where the Fitchburg High School Red Raiders are on top of the Leominster High School Blue Devils after one half by a score of 7-0 in a very interesting fumbled type first half that looks like we may see more of it in the second half.
Yeah, there we are. Hello. Hi, Mom.
Send money. No, it was, I thought Leominster's defense played very, very well in the first half.
Excellent.
The fumbles did affect both teams. No passing at all, I don't believe. Maybe one completion by Fitchburg. But Leominster won the toss. They received to open up the first half. Fitchburg will receive to open up the second half. And to bring you third period action here from Crocker Field is a guy who's been here for 51 Thanksgiving days.
No, that's Fred Sullivan.
Oh, okay. And you've been here for how many?
40-something.
40-something Dave Spence.
Thank you very much, Luke. Yikes. McDonald and Keenan back deep on about their own 15-yard line. As Henry kicks it, a squibber right down. It gets by everybody. It's a live ball. Keenan picks it up on about the 8, up to the 10. And he's not going to get much. He's going to be brought down on about the 13-yard line. So a very good kick by Henry. The squibber went by everybody, and Keenan had to go back and get it.
Yeah, the kickoffs that we've seen have been very, very interesting, that being probably the most interesting. And Tim Keenan picked it up, thankfully for the Red Raiders, and got it back very close to the 15-yard line, and that's where they're going to take over. 1st and 10 as we're just underway here in the third period.
Jason Toomley, Norman Cole, and McDonald in the backfield. It goes to Cole. He gets out to about the 16-yard line, and it'll be a second down. Are you working tomorrow? Or?
Oh, no.
No?
No, I'm off tomorrow.
Wow.
And I'm traveling on to the Mile High City on Monday, and I'll be gone for the whole week.
Okay. Well, I'll be at the depot 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Okay, well, maybe I'll take a ride down tomorrow and see how you're doing.
Second
You
down.
and Ready Kilowatt.
Second down and 7. You're bad. McDonald around the right side, and he is going to be short of the first down by about 3.
How's everything going down the depot, by
Good,
the way?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good people. It's going to be a third down and a couple of yards to go. Just underway here in the third quarter. Fitchburg leading 7-0. Frank McDonald taking it in for the touchdown, and Ryan Logan with the point after.
Big play early here for Fitchburg in the third quarter.
Yep, 3rd and 2. And it goes to McDonald, and it looks like he's got it. First down as he crosses the 25-yard line.
Spun around, but momentum kept him going. And Jack Reed finally made the stop, but not before Frank McDonald picked up a very, very needed first down for Fitchburg to keep their drive going deep in their own territory.
Keenan comes wide to the left for the Raiders. Joining him out there is Ryan Davenport. Pitch to McDonald. Left side, and he's going to get nothing. Matter of fact, he's going to be dropped for a yard or 2 loss.
Frank McDonald just doesn't appear to be getting the footing that he needs.
Nope.
You know, he's doing those little stutter steps, and he just can't dig in. I don't know if it's the shoe he's wearing or what, but this isn't the same Frank McDonald
We've seen all year.
right? But I think it has something to do with the footing.
All right, second down and 12. Again, McDonald gets the call. Big hole, and it's quickly closed up by number 50, Jack Reed.
Jack Reed playing a great game defensively for the Blue Devils, as he's made several stops against a very powerful Raider backfield.
Another third down play, and this is 3rd and 8. Big crowd here at Crocker Field, the 117th meeting between Leominster and Fitchburg. 3rd down, 8. Toomley rolling to the left, looking for Keenan. He's got him. 1st down. Keenan breaks a tackle. Up over midfield.
There he goes!
40, 30. Make it 13-0.
Make it no flags. Timmy Keenan, what a play.
He caught the pass, but broke a tackle just before midfield. And hopefully we're going to be able to see that again.
That is just a huge play by Timmy Keenan. A great rollout pass by Jason Toomley to Keenan, and then he did everything after that. And ran for the touchdown.
You say it's a huge play, and it is, because they were facing 3rd and 8. And we're going to have to give up the football if they don't make the 1st down. Well, they made the 1st down and they made the touchdown.
Oh, and he's got a house full of brothers that have got to be proud of Timmy Keenan.
There's the snap. Toomley with a hold. The kick by Ryan Logan is good. Timeout on the field. 8:18 to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. The Red Raiders have jumped out in front 14-0. And I don't think we're going to hear Mr. Touchdown because the band is still at the concession stand.
There's Timmy Keenan, senior, coming from quite a stable of brothers that played some big-time football here. BJ most recently, Shannon Collin, Ryan Keenan, of course, and just the last of a great line of brothers that have played here the last 15 or so years. And boy, you just made his day he just made his own day by scoring on that great touchdown reception from Jason Toomley. So the Red Raiders find themselves up by 14 now. Still early, though, in the 3rd period.
73-yard touchdown pass. Toomley to Keenan. And here comes the kick. It's a squibber. And it's recovered nicely by number 86. Well, we got 2 86s out there. Mark Dagnall or Segu Nomosham.
I'm going with Segu Nomashang. He's big, and I think Degno would be a little smaller, so we'll go with Segnu on that one.
Yeah, what's with this? It's like 2 of every...
Must be home and away. You know, blue and white or whatever, you know.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils, trailing 14-0. They take over on their own 38-yard line. Little pass out on the right side, incomplete because the intended receiver was number 84, Blake Curry. And he slipped.
Or Nate Germain slipped. One of the two slipped.
What is with that?
I don't know. But anyways, that was, he slipped up on the play. He was wide open, too. It would have been a sure completion. But the footing has been a factor here today. We've seen it on both sides of the ball.
So it'll be 2nd down for the Blue Devils. And the handoff goes to Lequier. He's up over the 45, and he's close to a 1st down. Flag goes down.
It's going to be an interesting flag. I think they're going to call a late hit here, a personal foul, but I don't know if it really was that. We'll have to wait and see. Might have been a face mask. Yeah, it is. Face mask. I thought he was going to call a late hit. It really wasn't, because sometimes momentum just carries you. But no, this should be an incidental face mask, I think. But no, they're marching off a big one. Wow.
Can bring it all the way down to the just shy of the 35-yard line of Fitchburg. And it'll be a 1st and 10 for Leominster High Blue Devils. Coming into the ball game at 7-3. Fitchburg, of course, with that gaudy 10-0 mark. We'll see head coach Ray Cosenza.
Leominster on the move.
Down 14 zip. There's the fake. Here's the pitch out. Comes to Lequier, and he's brought down right about at the line of scrimmage.
And he made a nice play in catching that pitch. That pitch was almost behind him, and he reached his hand out, grabbed it with one arm, and brought it in. Nice play by Lequier, and no gain on the play, but no fumble either.
So it's going to be a 2nd down and 10. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 14-0 Fitchburg. Leominster moving here. And the pitch to Lequier. Coming around the right side, and he doesn't get much. A couple of yards maybe.
Steve Morella, number 63. Another great stop by Morella, practically in the Leominster backfield. So that's going to bring up a big 3rd and long for the Blue Devils. You got any marshmallows?
No, everybody's up here cuddling around this propane heater.
You toast some marshmallows for us over there, a couple of dogs or something? I'm telling you, everybody's having a ball up here but me.
Yeah.
I'm freezing. These people are over here putting their, $500 gloves in our heater.
They're down at 8. Quick pass on the left side. It is complete, and it's a 1st down. Pass is complete to number 81. That's either Sean Booth or Nate Parks.
Booth, I believe, is the starter, but that was just a great play. Nice pass, and good pickup by the Blue Devils as their drive continues.
Ball is on the 23-yard line of Fitchburg. Leominster playing tough here at Crocker Field. And Lequier again gets the call, and he's hit as he approaches the line of scrimmage and brought down.
Dean Italian on the stop there. Lequier's knee went down. He didn't much of a hit, but his knee did go down, and they spot it at the about the 23-yard line. 2nd and 10.
It's going to take about a day and a half to thaw out from this one.
I know.
2nd down and 10. Pitch again comes to Lequier, right side. He's inside the 20, down to the 15-yard line. A flag goes down.
Could be a holding call on the Blue Devils. I think probably is in that area. Let's have to wait and see what the official calls.
And it is holding.
So that's going to nullify a great play by the Blue Devils and move them back. And probably lost it down.
We apologize for sniffing, and
I know. Not going to be sniffing much longer because everything is frozen.
Yeah.
We'll be
Little icicles.
chipping it out.
Yeah. So as Luke mentioned, that's a tough break for Leominster there as they had a nice gain, but the penalty nullifies it and brings it back to the 31-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and about 18. 4:14 to go here in the 3rd quarter. It is 14-0. Fitchburg on top. Again, Lequier gets the call off left tackle and gets some of it back down to about the 25-yard line.
Morella makes another stop on the play. And Jimmy Alexander also helped out on that tackle.
23-yard line is where they're going to mark the football.
3rd and 10.
Big play for Leominster here. And it's a fake. Quarterback keeper, and not much going there as Joe Henry faked the handoff to Leckweir.
And took out one of our cameramen.
Wonder if we'll have a replay on that.
I don't know who is that one of ours?
I don't know.
That is that Dave Belleville?
Dave Belleville, I think. Yeah.
Dave Belleville took a shot. There he is. I'll have to lifeline him up to the Knights of Columbus.
There he is.
Fourth and 10, and the Raider defense wants us to get this crowd to get into it. And this is a big play here.
This is a big play at this point in the ball game.
It is.
And timeout being called by the Blue Devils because they realize it's a big play.
So Leominster called timeout there?
Well, I don't know. Now they're coming back onto the field. I don't know. I guess they did. Yeah, it was definitely a Leominster time.
Okay.
Yeah. Or at least that's what the officials indicated.
So Joe Henry will quarterback this big fourth down play for the Blue Devils.
All right, here we go. Fourth down and 10 from the Fitchburg 23-yard line. Henry back to pass, throws over the middle. It is incomplete, and Fitchburg will take over. Pass intended for Blake Curry, number 84 anyway.
All right, we're going to get on and talk to Todd, see what he's got. No, wait a minute. Okay. All right, later, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get on at the end of this quarter and see what Todd has for us.
It's Todd Robbins from Leominster High School.
Now, if that is that.
Well, first and 10 for the Raiders here. Toomley, quarterback draw, up over the 30, 35, and a big first down play for Jason Toomley.
That's the first time that Jason's been able to get a little daylight. He's called the play a couple of times on close third down situations, but on the first down, he's picked up some good yardage there for the Red Raiders.
So it'll be first and 10. The ball on the 37-yard line. Fitchburg leading 14-0. Toomley hands off to Norman Cole. Gets it out to the 40, maybe the 41.
That's a tough 3 yards for Norman Cole.
Yeah.
My word. Actually, we're going to give him about a 5-yard pickup, or a long 4. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Approaching the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. Fitchburg up 14-0. The 117th meeting between Fitchburg and Leominster. Jason Toomley, the quarterback. Pitch to McDonald. McDonald's got the first down as he crosses the 45-yard line. And they're going to mark it close to the 49.
And this is just what the doctor now has ordered for Fitchburg High, is they can pick up some good yardage on the ground and chew that clock up. Here's the replay on that first down pickup by Frank McDonald.
They're going to mark it on the 48 as we go back to live action. And Toomley on the keeper, crosses midfield, gets down to about the 47-yard line of Leominster.
Could have been a mix-up. Ball is down.
Leominster thought they...
Reed thought he had recovered a fumble, but Toomley was down. That was a busted play, I think, and Toomley's got a sore left hand. I'm not going to tell anybody about it, though. That's for sure. Now we got a flag on the play, and it looks like we may have, it can only be unsportsmanlike conduct. We'll have to wait and see. I'm saying it can only be, but they just threw the flag. Now it's no flag.
No flag.
I guess
Never mind.
It can only be that or no flag because they just threw it.
And now
Timeout Leominster.
Leominster calling a timeout. Well, we've got a minute and 8 or 9 seconds remaining unofficially as we see the thousands of fans that are here at Crocker Field. Fitchburg leading 14-0 with a second down and about 6 yards to go. A week from this Saturday, Fitchburg will be down at Worcester State, taking on Springfield Central for, I'm sorry, to me is a meaningless game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at, the Globe keeps running the history of the Super Bowls, and of course the first one Fitchburg was in back in '72, and there were like 4 Super Bowls across the entire state. Now there's like 16.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean anything.
It's nothing but the greed for the
MIAA.
MIAA.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just another way for them.
Yeah. We
to
need new
fill up.
carpeting in our conference room.
Exactly. The buffet wasn't big enough last year.
So let's throw another game in.
Yeah.
And the teams get
and
nothing.
let's charge FATV $300 to go and tape it.
Yep. All right, here's McDonald, gets down to the 45-yard line and is pushed back. It'll be a third down and about 3 yards to go. Devils are hanging in there tough, but
they sure are.
But we're getting to a point in the ballgame that we've alluded to many times that Fitchburg starts to wear people down, and whether that's going to happen here this morning remains to be seen. But this may be the final play, depending on how accurate the scoreboard clock is, final play of the third quarter, as we're now under 30 seconds. Toomley going to keep it, spins, and he's going to be short of the first down by about a yard, it appears.
Well, that's the end of the third period. And it'll be interesting to see what Ray Cosenza wants to do here.
And now let's go down on the field, and here's Todd Robbins.
And hello, everyone, down on the sideline here with our third microphone of the day. Hopefully this one is working. Start with my apologies to Congressman John Oliver not being able to complete his interview. But at the end of the third quarter here with a 14-0 game, the Devils are really going to get something firing them up. The Raiders have done exactly what they wanted to. They killed the momentum early in the third quarter, coming right out, getting that giant run, and then the big stop on 4th down and 10, which I think maybe the Devils should have gone with something that was maybe a little bit more of a sure thing as opposed to a pass, although I don't think anything today has been a sure thing. As far as the fourth quarter goes, Raiders are going to continue to kill the clock. That's going to be their big play. A lot of run plays, take it up the middle, wind this quarter down, and take the game out. Probably going for one more score here. As far as the Devils go, they're going to have to force a fumble, and they're going to have to score twice quickly. Back upstairs.
All right, Todd, thank you very much. Good job. I wonder if Fitchburg knows that there's a Leominster sophomore roaming their sidelines.
I don't know. They kept it from me all morning.
Yeah.
No, he's doing a good job.
Yeah.
And
good kid.
Yeah, real good kid, and involved in community television and trying to get things going in Leominster the way we're doing things in Fitchburg. And good luck to him and Fitchburg, our Access Television in Leominster.
Fourth and final quarter. Here's Luke Connery.
Here's Jason Toomley going right up the middle. There he goes. Jason Toomley. Good night. 45-yard touchdown run by Jason Toomley puts the Red Raiders on top by a score of 20-0.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I mean, it's just a big pile, and all of a sudden, he's on the other side of it. I don't know if we're going to get to see it, but
that is just an unbelievable play by the senior quarterback. And I don't know, they're 10-0. He's done this thing 12 times. He's just a good athlete. Plain and simple.
And a great kid.
Great kid. Gets it done not only on the field, but in the classroom, in the community. It's been a credit to the Fitchburg High School and the entire Fitchburg school system, really.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is going to, Jason might catch him. He did.
That was a fake, and it was a shovel pass that was intercepted.
And it almost worked. And it was intercepted, and he can score on that going back and pick up the 2 points or whatever. Boy, would that have screwed up some squares.
Yeah, I don't even know what my numbers are.
Boy, the guy that had 0-0 was saying, "My Minka, tackle him." Just a touchdown.
So Fitchburg.
Must have been a flag I missed. Well, we missed.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to do it again.
I don't think they'll try that again.
Oh, they're going to try for the 2, though.
Yep.
McDonald. He's in. So Frank McDonald gets the 2-point after. And the Red Raiders are up on top now by a score of 22-0.
I'm not sure what that penalty was, but at any rate, Fitchburg gets a second chance, and they decide to go for 2 and get it. And there you see the score, 22-0, as we are just underway here in the 4th and final quarter.
Paul DiGeronimo got them doing their little jumping jacks there. Of course, Coach DiGeronimo in his shorts.
Oh, yeah. It's the last time I'll see him wearing those this year.
Well, no, well, that's right. You know, he won't be there next Saturday, but he'll have them on.
Oh, I'm sure.
So he can run, he can pass, he can throw, he can also kick, and he's going to here. Jason Tumley, who does everything but sell programs, is going to kick off for the Red Raiders. Line drive kick, tough to handle, picked up by Henry. Henry right up the middle, a lot of room. Got to get by Tumley. Tumley can't get to him. Here goes Davenport trying to reach him down the sidelines. No flags. Touchdown. Joe Henry.
What a great run by Henry.
Terrific run by the quarterback. Got to give him about an 80-yard on that, I would think. I don't know exactly where he picked it up. We'll have to wait for the replay.
Well, I'll tell you, that kick, it was, a line drive and bounced a couple of times. It had perfect bounce right into his chest, so he was able to take it on the run, and the rest is history.
Well, that sheds a little light, different light on this ball game, as Leominster, for all intents and purposes, going to find themselves right back in it. Point after tries looks like it's good. No, hit the goalpost. And that's a tough miss point after being 16 down. You'll need, you'll need that to tie. And that's 2 touchdowns and 2 run PATs, or 2-point PATs. So that might come back to haunt the Blue Devils. We'll have to wait and see. But what a great run by Henry.
It was.
And I'll tell you, when you're going one-on-one with Jason Tumley and you can get around him, that's a day's work right there.
Yep, he had a shot at him and got a hand on him, but not enough to bring him down. So the Blue Devils are on the board. It is 22-6.
We talk about Fitchburg High coming in with the big record, and they played Zavarian and they played Brockton and all that. Leominster beat a Whitman Hanson team who at the time had people touting them as being the best team in the state. So Leominster's played themselves a pretty fancy schedule, and no one should be surprised at their performance here. Their defense has played outstanding.
McDonald and Keenan, the The deep guys for Fitchburg.
So McDonald, I was having a good time watching it. McDonald picks it up and gets it across the 25 up to the 27-yard line. You know, sometimes it's the fan in me.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's
Yeah.
the fan in me. I just want to watch the game, not necessarily broadcast it, but it's cold.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
is.
It takes a while for to get from the brain to the mouth.
It's going to take a while to thaw out, I'll tell you
Yeah.
that.
So here comes Fitchburg High, 1st and 10, their own 27-yard line. Cole and McDonald, of course, in the backfield. The pitch is to McDonald, comes around the right side, gets across the 30, 35, up to about the 38-yard line. Good pickup, very, very close to a first down. May have even made it. See where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the... and it is a first down for Fitchburg at their own 38. 11 minutes remain here in the ball game. Fitchburg on top by a score of 22-6. Corey Nass out here wide right. Keenan wide to the left. Toomley once again. Gets it up to the 45-yard line, a pickup of 7. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. All eyes at the rate of 45.
Jason Toomley in the huddle with his Red Raider teammates. This is to McDonald. It goes around the left side. Cuts up the middle, enough for the first down, into Leominster territory, down to about the 45-yard line. So Frank McDonald in the scenario that we talked about, breaking down just a little bit, getting bigger chunks of yards here. And Fitchburg continues to go forward, pounding at you and never relenting. And it showed all season long, late into the 3rd period, early into the 4th period. Things just kind of fall apart for their opponents. This is Norman Cole. Norman Cole going around the right side, 30, 25, dragged down finally at the 20-yard line by Joe Henry. So Joe Henry doing a lot of things out here today, a lot of good things. And here's the replay and a big pickup for Norman Cole and a pat on the helmet of Marcus DiNatale, who led that play. Here comes Cole.
Right at us.
Finally dragged down right at the 20-yard line. So it's 1st and 10, Red Raiders.
Almost
At the
took
Blue
Dave
Devil
Belleville out
20.
again.
Yeah, Belleville's got to get out of the way. This is Frank McDonald, cuts inside. Gets about 4 on the play, down to the 21. Down to about the 8-minute mark here in the 4th period. 2nd and 7 for Fitchburg. It's Keenan way out wide left. Toomley keeps it himself, trying to get around the corner, can't. Stood up there strong, nice play.
Nobody fooled
That's
on that one.
Sanchez on the stop for the Blue Devils. Fooled no one there, you're right, Dave.
(22-6) the score. Fitchburg on top. As we count the minutes down here in the 4th and final quarter.
On what has been really a good football day. except for a win, which now will die down, naturally, because we're all going to go home.
Yeah.
But it's been a good football day. Here's Cole. Cole, touchdown. Norman Cole goes 17 yards for the Fitchburg High School's 4th touchdown of the afternoon. They find themselves on top now by a score of 28-6.
17-yard run.
I got the replay of that. As Cole broke one tackle there in the Leominster backfield, defensive backfield, and went right in for the score, and Ryan Logan will try the point after. The kick is no. And they can run that out of the end zone. That's Malone.
But why would you want to?
I know. And I think that's a result of a very, very cold ball and not a good point after. And but nonetheless, as they come back up the field, the Fitchburg High School Red Raiders on top of the Leominster High School Blue Devils by a score of 28-6.
There you see Leominster head coach John Dobzinski talking with his players and trying to get them reorganized here. 28-6 the score with 7:48 to go here in the 4th and final quarter. 117th meeting between Fitchburg and Leominster, and well, you can't mention enough just an amazing stat that there's only going into this game just one victory separating these two teams, and it looks like it's going to
we're going to double
to 2. Yeah.
We're going to double that to 2, and we'll come back here in 10 years and it'll probably be 2 the other way. So that's the way this series is, and I don't care where you go in this country as Toomley kicks off. Alexander makes the stop. You know, this is the granddaddy of them all. I don't care. I mean, I've been around. I lived in Florida. I've seen what they do down there on Thanksgiving, and they may get big crowds, but they don't get they don't have the passion and the history and that we have up here with this game. This is a special day in Central Mass for high school football, and it always will be. And let's hope it never ends.
Oh yeah.
Remember, there was talk of that a few years ago.
Yep.
Whoa. Alex Algarin, number 2, just bowling his way over, knocking people out of the way. Give Tim Keenan a good lick and gets it down to the Fitchburg 35-yard line. No quit in this Blue Devil team, that's for sure.
Never has been.
No. Henry is in a quarterback. Algarin again picks up about 3 on the play. Alexander made the stop. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
Ball is at the Raider 32-yard line.
Coach Kazenza and Coach Shalafu trying to put this one in the bank. Malone now calling the signals for the Blue Devils. He keeps it, going to throw. Now he keeps it running inside. Down to the 35-yard line, a collision with McDonald making the stop, but it's enough for the first down. So Leominster continues their march down the field. Ball being spotted at the 25-yard line of Fitchburg. And as They spread it out. Lequier out wide to the left. This is Henry keeping the ball, but he's wrapped up by number 9. That's Tom Foote. Number 2, Jimmy Alexander. Mike Thomas also in on the stop. Timmy Roy, number 66 there. So it's a loss of 2 for the Blue Devils. It'll be a 2nd and 12. Under 6 minutes remaining here in the 4th period. Raiders on top, 28-6. Malone keeps it. Gives it out. Oh, he gave it to Algarin. So it's inside the 20, brings it inside the 20-yard line. Marcus Natale made the stop, along with number 2, Jim Alexander. As Frank McDonald checks out. 3rd and 3 for Leominster. And the wind's picking up again.
Yes, it is.
Stopped there for a minute. Algarin again. And he's very close to the first down. I'll have to wait and see where the spot is. Steve Morella.
Looks like he's got it.
Josh Raboyne on the stop.
Gonna measure.
Gonna measure it. Ball's being spotted right on the 15.
You talked about the tradition there. We've told the story before. Warren Muir, who was great back at Fitchburg High and ended up at All-American at South Carolina. Remember Joe White at
Yes.
WEIM
Oh, yeah.
doing a pregame. He's short by a couple inches there. He called Warren to get a comment on the great rivalry. And he says, Warren, what's the first thing you think of when you wake up Thanksgiving morning?
Fred Sullivan giving his salutations.
Yep. He says, what's the first thing you think of when you wake up Thanksgiving morning? And he said, South Carolina, Clemson.
Yeah, that was a great. I remember hearing that, and I almost died. It was a great comeback. Okay, Malone calling signals for the Blue Devils. Keeps it himself, trying to pick up that first down. We'll have to see where they spot. I think he got it. Looked like he did. Just had to go about 6 inches. But it's a spot, and they're gonna have to measure it again. I think he got it though. The last time he was closer to the yard marker, I thought. But they'll take a look at it. 4:22 remaining in the ball game. As not many people have left. Few. First down, Blue Devils. Yeah, a few people have left now that I take a look around.
Yep.
This is Lequier, Dina Talley, Ernie King on the stop for the Red Raiders. He got pickup of perhaps 3 on the play. Let's make it 2nd and 7.
We get talk to Paul Morey and have that little number taken out of the repertoire.
We had to watch that all last week
Yeah.
with Florida State, Florida. Well, it was still better than watching the Chad count.
I'm sorry, I was getting into it.
Oh, man, I'm so sick of that.
Tell me about it.
Malone calling the signals. Oh, nice play by Frank McDonald as he smelled that one out, got right in the Leominster backfield and brought Lequier down.
20 meets 20.
Yeah, wow. 20-20.
And Leominster's called a timeout.
3:25 remaining in the 4th period. So under very cold, windy, raw conditions, we must thank all these cameramen and these people that have been here putting this together. And
You know,
the
we're up
effort.
here whining, you know,
Right.
because we're cold. But I mean, there's a heater over here, and
Yeah,
they're down there roaming the sidelines. And
yeah. We almost got killed down here. Dave
Yeah.
Bellevue.
Yeah.
He'll be filing a
Yeah,
suit.
he'll be putting in a claim, no
Right.
question about that.
Yeah. And then we got everybody down in the truck. Paul Whalen and his group. You know, the
At least they're
directors.
warm.
Yeah. But no, what just a great effort. I mean, we must have 15 people here working today, and to put this production on and to bring it to both the people in Fitchburg and Leominster. So
And Lunenburg.
and Lunenburg. So a tip of the hat to the Fitchburg Access TV crew, or the Fitchburg Community Television crew. This is Joe Henry. He's going to throw. Throws it across the middle. Picked off by Alexander. No,
Keenan.
that's 5. That's Keenan. Timmy Keenan. I thought it was 2, but it was 5. So Timmy Keenan,
Well, you're only 3 off.
yeah. Nice play by Tim Keenan, whose name has been said a couple times here. A great pass reception for a touchdown, and now a big interception. So the drive is stalled for Leominster, and what? Toomley on the keeper, and now a flag being thrown down. We'll read about special thanks to the following members of the Fitchburg Community Television who allows our volunteers to help Fitchburg look at itself today and all year long. Of course, the Workers' Credit Union and Fred Healy, an annual supporter, a big supporter of our Thanksgiving Day football game. The Byrne Insurance Agency, offering coverage for all your home, auto, and business needs, including our new mass registry services right in our office at 150 Main Street next to the Intermodal Center and across from Dunkin' Donuts downtown. And Cisco Systems, BICnet, supplier of Fitchburg Access Television's internet connection and home of its website, and of course the Home First Mortgage Company, 150 Main Street in Fitchburg. So Jason Toomley gets it up close to the 30-yard line as we're getting down close to 2 minutes. And we're at the 2-minute warning. So we got 2 minutes left in Turkey Day 2000. Red Raiders on top of the Leominster High Blue Devils by a score of 28-6.
And the only 6 points for Leominster, it was a 79-yard return of Kickoff. And
Joe Henry. Here's Cole over the right side, bouncing off Blue Devils. Getting it up close to the 40-yard line. Nice pickup. Sanchez and Cole introduce themselves again to each other. They have battled out here today. So Freddie Sullivan has called it in. CNN has said right, that it's too close to call. The Civil War. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah.
They're reporting that today. But Freddie Sullivan says that Fitchburg has won the game and they're 11-0. This is McDonald. Up close to midfield. Pickup of 9 on the play, maybe close to 10. We'll have to see where they spot it. Very, very close. It's going to be a 2nd and short for Fitchburg. There he goes. Ray Cosenza saying, give it up for Frank McDonald, and he's going to bring his seniors out. Josh Raboyne, I should say. This is Norman Cole over the right side. Got a little bit of room. Up close to the 30-yard line goes Norman Cole. So Norman Cole with another big pickup for the Raiders. And I think we may get one more play in, Dave, and that'll do it.
A very solid effort, as we've seen all year, and just the scenario has been the same all year long. Fitchburg.
Here comes Jason Toomley out.
Wears them down.
Here comes Jason Toomley. Terrific job, terrific season, 11-0. One more to go. Quite a performance this year by the senior quarterback.
Brian Bouvier is the new quarterback and had trouble on the snap, but it was recovered by Cole.
That's it. That's it. Fitchburg High School goes to 11-0 with a very impressive 28-6 victory over the Blue Devils of Leominster High School.
And you see the both clubs. You see John Dobzinski and Ray Cosenza. They're good friends. As a matter of fact, during pregame warm-ups, they were spending a rather long time in the center of the field chatting. But in just a moment, of course, the traditional
coach's son's out there with them, which is terrific. Well, I got to give high marks to the Leominster High School Blue Devils. They came in here big underdogs, and they played, I thought, a very, very inspired game. And right up until the end, they deserve a lot of credit. Coach Dobzinski and his staff. And then, of course, on the other side of the field, Fitchburg High goes to 11-0. Perfect season. And it's just been a great year for a very special team, the Fitchburg High School Red Raiders.
Frank McDonald got the scoring going, 18-yard run, 7:39 of the second quarter. The kick was good. And let's stop that for the alma mater.
Going to try to get down to the field to Todd Robbins. All right, let's go to Todd Robbins and Coach Ray Cosenza.
Coach Cosenza, Coach, first off, congratulations, 28-6 win. What do you think your key to victory was?
Well, I thought the way we came out in the second half, I give Leominster tremendous credit. They gave our offensive line all we can handle in the first half, and I thought our offensive line picked it up a little bit, and our backs did. And I think the key was what we were able to do and establish in the second half.
Now, Coach, you're on your way to the Super Bowl. What do you think your, first off, your opponents, I believe it's from Springfield, what do you think your big motion there is going to have to be, and what do you think your prediction is for that one?
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to enjoy this. The experience I've had, this will be our 8th Super Bowl. Nothing compares to this game. We're going to have to figure out a way to get our kids excited again, and I think they will. This is a great group we have. And then, just go and play our game. If we run the football and play tough defense, I think we'll be in great shape. We're playing a great team in Springfield Central. They have great backs, and we have our work cut out for us, that's for sure.
11-0, Coach. I can't tell you the last time that's happened. What's your general feeling right now?
Happened 2 years
Oh,
ago.
it feels great, and I'll tell you, we were fortunate enough to be in this position 2 years ago. We were 11-0, and we lost in the Super Bowl. So we want to finish this one up a little bit better. So hopefully we'll be able to do that next week.
All right, Coach, congratulations and good luck in the Super Bowl. Back upstairs.
All right, Todd. Thanks very much. As you see, the Red Raider players and fans and family milling around down there. We mentioned scoring getting underway with Frank McDonald and the touchdown in the second period. Third quarter, Tim Keenan touchdown on a pass. The kick was good, and it was 14-zip. And that was in the third quarter. And then in the fourth, let's see. Okay, it was Joe Henry scoring for Leominster, and that narrowed the margin a little bit. But then Fitchburg put it on at the end, and a big victory.
A great victory, and 11-0. What can you say about an undefeated, untied team? And as Coach Cosenza says, they got to enjoy this, and they'll get to the Super Bowl sometime Tuesday or Wednesday next week, and he'll try to figure a way out to get them geared up. But this is the big game, and they've won it. They're going to enjoy it, and hey, it's been a great season.
It has been a great season. This is our last live telecast, anyway, of the season. As always, it's been a pleasure working with you.
Yeah.
And the usual crew, and Paul Whelan, the director, and all our camera people, and they've done a terrific job.
They really have.
And so I guess we'll wrap it up.
Okay. Well.
Final score, final time: Fitchburg 28, Leominster 6. Fitchburg 11-0, and they have a 2-game lead in the series. That's it from Crocker Field for the entire FATV crew. I'm Dave Svens. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.